Hello and welcome to 513 Redland Boulevard, located here in Rockville, Maryland. This home is located within the King Farm community, which was developed in the late 90s by the King family. It's one of the earlier smart growth communities that you see around Montgomery County. Similar communities such as Falls Grove, the Rio has been redeveloped, Crown, Kentlands, Lakelands. These are all communities based on the same principle where you incorporate higher density housing to create a more walkable community as opposed to suburban sprawl here. So this property is a 2-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom property. It's one of the larger models here in King Farm. It is a semi-detached townhome with windows on both the front, the back, and one of the sides, which is a really nice benefit. But I think I greased over one of the more interesting details of this home. Yes, it is a 4-bathroom, 2-bedroom home, which will explain how we got there and how you might undo it should you want to. So as you enter, you see that we have hardwood floors throughout the entire first floor. We have this great living room area right as you enter. It can be a more formal space with a nice gas fireplace, and that opens into a dining room, which is appointed a little bit of privacy between the dining room and the kitchen. And then we do have a small powder room just off the dining room as well. We have great 9-foot ceilings in this home, which is an added benefit, really gives a lot of spacious feels to this home. And of course, we have about 3,200 square feet on all 3 levels. So with that, we're gonna come into the back of the home, the rear of the home, where we have the kitchen and a family room, which is a little bit more of the informal side of this home. So as you can see, we open to this nice kitchen. We have a nice island. We have hardwood cabinetry, gas range, all the normal appointments you would see in a home of this era in this area. And so this home has actually been modified from the original model. The owners, who in this case, it happens to be my mother, have extended this kitchen a little bit. So they added this pantry cabinet to get a little bit more pantry space in the home. This is nice. It's got slide outs as well. And then we have a breakfast room area, which seats a nice little dining table and opens out to the patio, which we'll visit in a little bit. From there, we open into what is a larger family room, more of an informal family room where you can have a TV, the couch, and it's a really nice space for entertaining. So here, this home was modified for this. So in the original model, there was actually a wall that ran from this corner all the way over to this corner right here, this column right here. And so there was a wall here, and this was actually the original primary suite. So that's why you have this large closet here, which is great for storing coats in this particular configuration. And then you have what might surprise people when they first visit. Off of the kitchen, you have what everybody should put in their home off of their kitchen, a large bathroom with dual vanity, as well as a separate soaking tub and walk-in shower. So it's definitely a little bit of an interesting layout. We have also Ned. He does not come with the home. I'm not sure you even want him to come with the home, but he is here. So with that, it's a really nice open feel to this house if you don't need the 3rd bedroom that originally came with the home. And so it was a great choice. And it's also a choice that doesn't have a lot of commitment because this wall is really just aesthetic. So you could re-put the wall back, add the door, and you could get your primary suite, say later down the road if you're looking for a home that would allow you to age in place. So we'll walk our way back to the front of the property and head upstairs. There's a couple other things I want to point out as we're walking. Off of this kitchen area, we do have another pantry storage area with washer and dryer. So again, with the idea that this home had the primary suite on the first floor, you had laundry right here, which is really nice. And also, it does allow you to have laundry on the first floor. So if you're living up on the second floor, it's just one less flight of stairs you have to go through before doing laundry, obviously, from the second floor all the way down to the basement. So with that, we're gonna head upstairs, give you a little tour of the upper level. So right this way, I'll let you lead the way. Up here on the second level, we have a large, what they called a media room. So this is a large open area. It's a great second living space if you wanted to have, homework area or an office or obviously a reading room, or if you want to put the TV up here. It's a great entertaining space for just relaxing up here. Having guests, if you've got guests, it's a great middle area. You do have 2 closets off of here for storage. So we have a closet over here and a closet over there. And then it takes us right here to the front of the property where we have the first of the 2 bedrooms. We have a large walk-in closet as you enter, and then you have what's a more standard bedroom with tons of natural light and an ensuite bath as well. So again, this home has been customized to meet the living style that my mother wanted. So she did take out that wall to make it that nice big open first floor for entertaining. And then she modified the space up here to create a master suite, a primary suite up here that does have all the fixtures and things you expect in a primary suite, but now up here on the second level. Pen conveys. So here we have the primary suite. It is in the rear of the property, which is nice for noise and just makes it a little bit more private. We have a large walk-in closet, and then we do have the primary bath that was modified. Originally, it would be similar to the bath that we saw in the other bedroom, but this one has been modified. They actually stole a little space out of a closet. They added this double vanity, and then a large twin head walk-in shower. And this is nice because you have this primary suite and you really didn't take away from anything up here. The only spot that lost a little bit of space is this closet right in here, but it's just another storage closet. And so it's not a huge deal to lose a little bit of space here when you gain a great primary suite, as you can see. Here we are on the lowest level of this townhome, and you notice we have this really large, nice open rec room. This rec room did originally have carpet. The carpet's been taken out a couple years ago and added this luxury vinyl flooring, which is really nice because it provides a more resistant surface if you've got pets. If you have a lot of traffic, you don't have all the wear issues that you have when you do wall-to-wall carpet. And then obviously it's not a big deal to just add rugs and stuff if you want to make the space a little bit more cozy. So this is great for working out. You can have a TV room, letting kids play, for example. You do have a full bath right here as well. And a mechanical room, which features the hot water heater, which was recently replaced, as well as a Carrier Infinity Series high efficiency HVAC unit, just in here. Get the light. And then in the rear, we have this really large storage area. And one of the nice things about this really large storage area is that obviously it wouldn't be that hard to enclose it should you want to have a little bit more usable space if you don't have as much to store. But obviously if you have a lot to store, you've got a ton of space. And did I mention you also have a 2-car garage? One of the other things I'll point out about this home is it does have a sump pump. And the reason I point it out is that people often bring up, oh, it has a sump pump, does that mean that there's a water issue? And what I always tell people is that the sump pump really means that the hard part's already been done, that the home is already prepared for if it had a water intrusion difficulty. And so therefore it's not a big deal to have it here. It doesn't indicate there's anything wrong, but what it does mean is that if you get a lot of rain, it's just one thing you don't have to worry about. It's very common in older homes that we don't see sump pumps. And then after we get sort of these large rainstorms that sometimes are now characteristic of this area, then you actually can have a water issue, and then you're adding these sump pumps after the fact, which can be a pretty expensive endeavor. So to already have it here, obviously if it's not running all the time, tells you that there's not a lot of groundwater here, but it's a really good fail-safe if we do get a lot of water. It's just one less thing you have to worry about. So with that, we're gonna head out onto the patio here, and then that'll conclude our tour of Redland Boulevard. Here we are outside of 513 Redland Boulevard. So like I said, this is a semi-detached, so it is an end unit, which is great because we have the windows on the side. And then this layout, we have the garage that's basically detached from the home. And so you end up with this great courtyard patio area. So as you can see, we have a nice brick patio. We also have a 2-car garage, which is a lovely addition. And then given that this is the end unit, you actually get a little side yard. And one of the things that a lot of people don't love when it comes to end units and townhouses, because there isn't a ton of natural light, is trying to get grass to grow. But look at this beautifully manicured green lawn. Even in the cold, it's just stunning. Well, that's because it's AstroTurf. So here, the grass, my mother got tired of resodding the yard every year because it doesn't get a lot of grass, and she had dogs and a lot of traffic. And so she had the wise idea to put in AstroTurf, which is great because you don't have to cut it. You don't have to really maintain it. It looks lovely, easy to clean, and it's a really clever addition on these townhouses, which typically green space is hard to maintain. Also, who wants to have a lawnmower to mow this patch? That's really all you maintain, so it's sort of silly. So with that, she put in the AstroTurf, and it's wise. So with that, it concludes our tour of 513 Redland Boulevard. This home here in King Farm sold very quickly. We're really excited about that. And if we have other tours of some of these other smart home communities, be sure to check them out. We'll take you on a tour. Maybe we'll have one in Kentlands next.